Hello, guys. Welcome back to Yes Academy podcast. And with me, our handsome Mr. Phang.
Hello, Leo. To meet you again. I haven't seen you for since the last time we met for recording.
Yes.
It was 1 over month back.
Yes, that's true. So here we are again.
And we have a new setup.
Yeah. A new sofa, everything. So we actually moved to a new place and to set up a new place to make it more exciting, I would say.
Exciting, conducive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better
And,
AC.
Nice sofa.
Yeah. So I think since last time we have received a lot of feedbacks on our what we have to do with our podcast. You know, they have given a feedback on we should do a lot more short clips and videos and
Yeah.
audio on that.
I believe moving forward, that's what we are going to do.
Yes. And they have been asking for more live. Like sometimes we should invite some people to spice up.
Okay, not an issue. I believe that we can do that once a while. As I believe we mentioned that in the first episode that we may also do live, right? As and when it's required, then we will go live.
That's true. Yeah. So we've been solving all these technical things, and then I'm pretty sure the next time we can do some. We can invite some guests because we actually have some radio hosts, like really good people who are really with us, and trust me, they can deliver a lot of energy.
Wow, all right.
And
good,
of course,
good.
not just energy, but great content, I would say. Yeah, ultimately, that's the purpose of this podcast as well.
Yep. All right, let's get started. I remember the last round we talked about the selling. Selling is actually a system where we will generate the leads, and then after that, approach, making the calls through the prospect. Then after that, meeting up with the prospect, understanding their needs, and then convincing the prospect about the kind of products that you have and the kind of services that you can provide. And then after that, of course, handle objection. And last but not least will be closing.
That's true.
Basically, it's a system. It's a system. So for everybody in any industry, they go through the system. But the only difference is that the content inside the system is a bit different.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's why we will need to tailor it according to network marketers and also to the other businesses. Also, like B2B and B2C will be definitely a bit more different.
Yes, definitely. But the fundamentals are the same.
Right.
So just like in every single processes, right? They are steps to undertake until we have the sales and until the after sales. So all these things are not rocket science, you know. Definitely, I think sales is actually one of I would say an art and a beautiful thing because people who are really into about sales and versus people who are just a normal person, sometimes you'll be surprised what an ordinary person can do just because they are genuine. Because I think the internet has evolved into the point where they are looking for a genuine person, genuine interest, genuine recommendation, I would say.
True. All right, so let's get started. Let's start off with the first step first. First step is definitely generate leads.
That's
you
true.
need to have, anybody who's in sales, they will need to have a list of people whom they can call.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why they need to have that kind of list. If they don't have the list, then how are they supposed to start off their business or even start off with on their sales journey, right? So that's why the first thing is that generating leads. So in generating leads, there are basically 3 steps here. All right, so we'll go through the 3 steps. The first step is to understand or to list down what are the characteristics that you would like to have in networker for you. And of course, in my industry, it could be in terms of salespeople, what kind of salespeople that you are looking out for.
So I remember you mentioned about the MAD thing. So does it apply to the same thing as well? That when you're
MAD will be later. MAD will be later, right? But this one are the characteristics first, right? Now, for me personally, I would love to have someone who is independent. That will not be dependent on me to get the sales numbers in, and not be dependent on me to every time hold his or her hands and going out to do sales.
That's true. I mean, when it comes to, especially in network marketing, okay, well, we actually go to a market. The tier, we'll call it AAA tier leads, okay? AAA tier leads. You don't want someone who is needy because it's not possible. It's like, how are you going to join your prospect in every, no, let's put it this way, your prospect in every single prospecting they're going to do. It's not possible.
True,
you need someone who's
definitely.
Yeah. But then again, when it comes to network marketing, I don't think being independent will be our number one choice.
What would be the number one choice for network marketer?
I would say that when it comes to product company, okay, there are many M&M companies that focus on the, let's say, opportunity itself. But for a product company, the first step is the person genuinely believe in our products? Because at the end of the day, we are selling products. Okay, as much as a lot of people want to say we can sell the opportunity, yes, this opportunity will make money. But at the end of the day, you're getting products. The product is the one that will retain your customers. So
I see.
people have to believe in the product first. That's our first characteristic. So if they believe in the product, they have tried the product and know that, okay, this thing works for them, it will work for other people, then the duplication will be much easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the number one prerequisite. And of course, there will be other criteria as well. Being good in public speaking, independent, like you mentioned. Then, or let's just say that some people have some issues with their health.
For me also, the other characteristics that I would like to share also, which I find it really, really important, is passion.
Oh yeah.
Passion to do something.
Yeah. Yes.
Because especially those who work for people, you realize that the passion may not be there. They are just there to do a job.
Oh, I get that a lot. I mean, why am I laughing? Because it reminds me of a lot of stories. Like some people, we call them that. Some people are doing their job because they have to be there, not because they want to do their job. A lot of people hate their job so much. Yeah, they're because of the paycheck.
That is where you talk with them about the business opportunity.
That's why at the end of the day, the goal alignment must be, they have to share the same vision, I would say. Because if they're not hungry, okay, let's just say this is the best product in the world, okay, and they take it and they believe in it. So they are a good customer, I would say. But then again, if they don't have the drive, the hunger, I would say.
Hunger, yes, hunger.
So I don't think that it will work because it just can't.
I think in the world of sales and also network marketing, being hungry is also another characteristic that is important.
Oh, very important. Because being hungry can do wonders. It's throw it to a hungry person, they can sell anything.
Oh yeah. And especially those who don't earn a salary, they have to really fight to survive out there.
They will sell your thing for any way, any reason. Yeah. So this is actually the triple A list. When you identify people like that, groom them, give them the tools, give them the support, they'll fly.
Yep. So that is why the first thing in generating leads is always to identify the characteristics of the people that you are looking for. Because not everybody can succeed.
That's true.
Yeah. and also even they have the characteristics, they may not succeed also.
Yeah. That's
because of some other factors.
Yes, that's true. So which is why that if we can identify the right person,
right,
our chances of success, I believe, will be
definitely much higher. Yeah,
that's
definitely much higher. Right? So that will be the first step. When we come back from break later on, we are going to share about the second and the third step when it comes to generating leads.
All right, guys. See you guys later. So welcome back again. So we are at the step one.
Yeah, they are at the step one of generating leads. That is to understand the characteristics of people that you want to get in. Right? It doesn't matter you are in sales, doesn't matter whether you are in network marketing or in any industry. Yes, we need to list down the characteristics. And I believe HR will also do the same thing, right? When they want to hire people, they will need to list down what are the kind of people that they need to look for.
Yeah, HR is actually pretty straightforward. We look for the degree, what kind of qualifications, age, gender. Okay, not being gender biased, but we actually, there are certain jobs are for men, certain jobs for women.
Correct.
Of course, in construction you want men.
Yeah.
Right. The reception you want women. So not being gender biased.
Well, it happens. Whether we want to admit or not, in certain professions, yes. All right, let's move on to step number 2. Now, step number 2, basically, once you have defined your characteristics, then the next one is to who are your target segment. Okay, different groups of people that you would like to target because they are big enough for you to serve. That's what it means by target segment. All right. So, for example, in your network marketing, who will be your target segment that you will go for?
I'll say that we are in we are selling most of the time we are selling health supplements and lifestyle products, I would say. So our major target will be the consumer of the health products.
Okay.
So first of all, they need to have some health issues.
So which means that they are those people that you're looking for are those with health issue.
Yes. They are health conscious or health issue. They want to be healthy, or they are not healthy now but want to be healthy.
Okay.
So that would be the number one. Or number two, people who wants the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually we only target these two people. Yeah, because it's really straightforward. Yeah. And sometimes maybe about lifestyle as well, because talking about a lot of I would say more developed countries, and a lot of network marketing companies, why they are successful, just because they have a good environment. The vibe is so good. It's like going to a church. You love the church because the vibe is so good. You believe in their weekly meetings, daily meetings. It gives you a lot of pump, so you keep going. Yeah.
Now, when we are talking about this, dividing them into the different target segment, we are also talking about we are dividing them into the primary segment and also the secondary segment. Now, primary segment are those that this is the group of people that we go for, right? The moment you have listed down, you have identified this is the target segment, I will go for this target segment. So this is what we mean by primary target segment. Now, once you have targeted the primary target segment, then you have the other target segment, like for example, the secondary target segment. So for you personally, in terms of your network marketing business, what will be the secondary target segment?
I would say I have to redefine what is primary first, I would say. So I think in terms of primary in network marketing, the most direct approach would be to find people who are already in this industry.
Okay, yes.
You don't have to train them. They already know what to do, how to sell and everything else.
You mean those with experience?
Yes. Those who are already in the industry, like people who are already in network marketing of other companies.
Okay.
So they are actually the primary, because if you want to approach them, it's very simple. All you need to know is to let them compare the products, everything else, the company, and if they believe in you, that's it. Yeah, the rest I will believe will be, I wouldn't say secondary, but they will come later. Yeah.
Yes, because understanding your limited resources that you have, every individual, they have limited time, they have limited resources. Then of course they will go for their primary segment first.
Yes.
Then once they have targeted their primary segment, then they will move on to their the secondary segment.
Yes. So I think those are the people I mentioned about. I think the primary will be the people who are in the industry, and also the consumer of the products. People who have health issues or want to be healthy are the primary segment, because they are very straightforward. So the rest of the people, I would say, falls under secondary, where you have to convince them, you have to let them know, sell them the vision, sell them the dreams. Yeah. So the people, I think secondary will be like people who wants the opportunity, public people, it can be anyone, I believe, right?
Actually, when you talk about your kind of business, it can be anybody.
That's
it can
true.
be anybody, because you're talking about health product. Everybody needs health.
Yeah, as long as you're human.
Yeah, you need to eat health products.
Yes.
Either it's from you or from another company.
That's true.
Right? And I believe that is why people say that health industry is a very big industry now.
Yes,
a lot of companies are going into the health industry one way or another.
That's true. And the good thing about the health industry is that right now it is getting matured. When I say mature, it means that the market people are getting more and more informed, more and more intelligent. They start to filter, because there are too many companies out there right now. So they are going to choose companies who really, talking about health product, really quality product, really affordable products. Because back then, 10 years ago, it's a crazy world, I would say. Yeah, they do all kinds of things. But right now, today, I would say that people have become more informed, wiser, and more particular in the selection of the companies.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not like, because of, I understand a lot of, one side effect after they have taken those products, right? But anyway, let's come back. So that is the second step in terms of understanding who will be your primary segment.
That's true.
And who will be your secondary segment. So in this situation, or in this case, then you will know that, right, this is the primary group I will go for, and I will focus on this group first before I even move on to the secondary segment.
Okay, that's true. So, third one?
The third one, we will come back after the break.
That's true. Welcome back. We're at the step 2 just now.
Yeah, we are step 2. So let me just repeat step 1 and step 2 so that our audience will be able to remember. Step 1, please list down the characteristics of the people that you are looking for, so that then you have a better idea whom you want to bring in.
Yes.
Step 2 is, of course, then you divide them into the primary group and the secondary group. Of course, when it comes to primary group, you will definitely target them first. Then only once you have completed the primary group, then you will go for the secondary group. But of course, this is not a hard and fast rule about it, because sometimes if you identify that person to be in the secondary group, but somehow or other they may turn out to be in the primary.
Yes,
maybe it's a person who has a special need or special dedication or some exception to that.
That's true. Because I think at the end of the day, before we approach the person, we won't know the actual characteristic. You can only know from our observation. And
Correct.
sometimes our observation may be wrong.
Right, correct. Now, coming to the third step. Once you have identified the characteristics, then divide them into the primary and the secondary group. Then you must know where to get this context. It's a source, right? The source of generating leads. Where is the source? And when we talk about the source, of course, there are a lot of sources. Like, for example, in network marketing, where do you think those business builders, right, that they can get the source from which source?
Well, to put it simply, a lot of network marketing people, the leaders who actually win, are people who are from another company. They brought in because they joined another company as a small downline, and they joined the other company, they get to know a lot of people. So when they come to another one, they start to pitch those top earners. That will be the most direct approach.
Which means that, can I say that they already know these people?
Yes, you're right. They already know these people.
Already know these people,
That's
right?
true.
Now, when they already know these people, we call them warm market.
Yes.
This source is called warm market, right? So which means that one of the source that you can approach is basically your warm market. Warm market, how we define warm market are basically people that you know. That's how we define.
People who we have rapport.
Right, we have rapport, or we have come across before, or they are our acquaintance.
Yes.
Or they could be even be our family member.
That's true. Most of the time it comes from there.
Yes.
But these are very limited, I would say.
Correct.
Very limited.
Warm market is very limited. We know that, right? Once you have covered the warm market, then what's next? Sorry, I don't know, and I don't know where to get more business in. That can't happen, right?
All the time, to be fair. It is the most difficult thing.
Right. So the next source is what we call as cold market. Cold market. Now, cold market are basically strangers, people that you don't know, right? And you just go there, you just talk to people, and somehow or other you get the person interested, and that's it.
Yes. And I think this is the most fun part as well, and the beauty of sales. And to be fair, I won't even call it difficult to do. It's just that sometimes people are afraid, you know, and they are afraid because of rejection.
True. Rejection is always the thing in sales. You get rejection all the time. You can never run away from rejection.
But then again, the mother of success is actually failure.
Oh yeah. Very good teacher.
Very good teacher. So I think in network marketing, where we get the sources, right? I will break it down into 3 major parts, I would say. First one will be online. That's the most straightforward one.
Okay.
Yeah. And online is actually, it's very broad. You can actually run an ad on products where people who might need the product, or I would say that as simple as trying to know your competitors or potential competitors, who are there out there, are they interested in my product? So I think that's the first one, online. I think online is so broad, and there can have many ways where we can do. Or even sometimes when you're doing social media, especially girls, they tend to have a lot of followers.
Very true.
Yeah. So the moment they post something, a lot of people inquire.
We call that in sales, we call that a sales funnel.
Yes.
Right. Where you generate leads from your online contact, online network. That's how we call that. It's one part of generating leads also. Of course, that will be the in thing now.
Yeah.
A lot of companies are doing that.
And then second way we like to do, and I like to do it as well, is to actually go to expo.
Yeah. Exhibitions and events.
Yes.
We call the exhibitions and events.
Yeah. Sometimes you can go to church as well. Many people like to go to church, go to the mosque, go to some temple, I would say. Because these are the places where people just gather. And because we are doing health business, so as long as you're human, you need to be healthy. So
true.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, true. Now, also in network marketing, this source is very powerful if it is used well. It is called referral.
Oh, yeah. Referral.
Would you like to comment on that? I'm sure you have trained your business leaders to do referrals, right?
Well, network marketing is basically referral, I would say. So I think it applies to everyone. If your friend tells you this is good, you tend to believe more. I think that's the basic of it. And sometimes when you want to buy something, let's just say that I want to buy fish oil, I would say. There are many brands in the market, so I don't know. I may look online and look for reviews. Reviews tend to be fake. But if my friend tell me, hey, I've taken this and this is okay, I mean the trust is there.
Yeah. Because referral is very powerful. I believe in a lot of industries also, referrals are really powerful. Because if someone were to recommend you, which means that they trust you.
Yes.
And I would say that, right? A big percentage of the sales is practically done.
Oh, yes. And that's a saying as well. Once you deliver good quality products at the right price, you don't have to sell anymore because your friends, your customers will be your greatest salesperson.
Right.
Yeah. Just like, that's an event back then in China. So if you hear about the news, there are two new contenders going into the food delivery market, and they are selling the drinks for $1.
Okay.
Sorry, not $1, 1 yuan.
1 yuan. Wow, that's even less than $1.
0.1.
Yeah. 0.15 or 12. Yeah.
It's around there. So you don't even have to sell it because it just moves.
Yes. So that is why referrals, if they are used properly, it can be a very powerful leads generation tool.
Yes, you're right. And I would say, as per my observation, the recent companies that are really doing well in Malaysia and even in a lot of countries like Koei and what's the other company again? Kaku. Yeah. So what they do is that they actually go to the very crowded big shopping mall and then they put on booth. They rent a booth there. It's actually quite expensive, but it works because there's a lot of people and they are selling the right product. Everyone needs water filter in Malaysia and also air filter as well. Now they're going to sofa and bed. Even AC.
True.
Yeah. So I think this is actually a very good one. Yeah. And which is why I even encourage some of the leaders. I say that you should watch out for some shopping malls with some serious crowd. You don't have to have a shop. You just have to get a booth. One, to get there and get the right person to be at the booth, because there are plenty of booths out there where the people just stand there and do nothing.
Very true. Because in certain industries also, like for example the credit card industry and all that, they will set up a booth in the shopping malls and all that, where they will start to get prospect, get leads, from people. Even though you do not, I think those who are selling cars the same also. They will set up booth in these shopping malls, and then after that you will leave down your contact for them to call you.
Yes.
Even properties.
Oh, all the time, properties.
Yeah. So that is how we can actually use this kind of sources in terms of generating leads.
Yes. I think generally there are no, like I say, hard and fast rules about that. It's a very lively thing. And one of the things that I really want to share is we can actually sell certain lower end products, especially in health industries, okay? To sell a health supplement is a very challenging thing, because once you approach the people, the first thing they ask, do you have this certificate? Who is selling? Oh, I don't like that face, I don't want to buy. Is there a doctor endorsement? This is a very tedious thing. And their concerns are valid. You know why? Because they don't know us. So they can, they can have all these questions. But then again, one of the things that we do is we approach them with products that they need every single day. And one of the things we recently do is the toothpaste. Because the closing is as simple as, do you brush your teeth? Oh, yes, right. Of course you brush your teeth. So here's $6. Thank you.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
You don't have to sell. I mean, it's either your friend choose to say, oh, I don't even want to give you $6 for a toothpaste. Or, yeah, I'll give you $6 for a toothpaste. That's it. I don't know how to. Of course, you can say this toothpaste is very gentle, it's organic, it's apple flavor, minty. Oh, of course, you can elaborate on that. But most of the time, if you have enough rapport, it's a friend, telling them $6 for a toothpaste, or in African region, we are doing $4.50. That's it. That's your closing. You brush your teeth? Yes. $4.50. Thank you.
Yeah, and I would say that's it depends on people from the different industries. What kind of sources they want to use, because some may want to use a lot of online, especially those who are selling online. Of course, then they will use a lot of online. But for those of you who are more traditional, I would say that they will use the other types of sources that are available in the market. And also depending on whether you are B2C or B2B.
Yeah, you're mostly B2C, I would say. This is B2C. We really want to go to the end. And one thing good about network marketing is that your customer can be your seller.
Yeah, true.
So it's more like B2C to C to C to C.
That's where referrals come in, because once they have tried the product and they like it, then they will refer other people to your product. So another source.
So yeah, I think they have to remember this first step, 1, 2, 3. I think it will be easy for them to actually get leads.
So let's repeat back the 3 steps. Step number 1 is in terms of listing down the characteristics of the people that you are looking for. Number 2 is
primary and
secondary. And number 3, where do you get them?
Yes.
The source.
Yes.
Yeah, the source. So if you all remember these 3, I believe that your marketing or the way you generate leads will be tip top.
Yeah, I think we also mentioned about a lot of ways, a lot of sources, a lot of tips and tricks where, probably we have to share in the stream, and I think we can even talk more about it when in a QA session.
When the time comes.
Yes, that's true. So, guys, I hope this stream really helps you guys and really add value to you. So, if any questions, please type in the comment box. We'll get back to you, and then see you again next episode.